Hey y'all, Chris here. I'm in Norman, Oklahoma, and I've been working on a project I thought I'd document and share with some of you guys that might be interested. So I have my Toyota Tacoma that I've had forever, and I love, and it's trustworthy. And about a little over a month and a half ago, I accepted a job offer that required travel. So like week or so after I accepted that job offer, I bought this camper shell that I got on Facebook Marketplace for $300. It's got a little paint dings, but it's fairly good shape and matches the color of the truck, which is nice, and the curves and the size. I've kept this thing pretty stealth. The biggest tell is I did put a shore power plug in here so I can jack in. That goes to some electricals on the inside and runs heaters and power strips. But it's otherwise fairly clandestine. Here, let me show it closed first. I mean, it looks like a pretty normal run-of-the-mill truck. It needs a wash, but if you open it up in the back, what you've got is a whole little living environment. You got this back porch. This is actually not carpet. It's like actually kind of a rubber pad, which is nice on the knees. And inside is the living area. So on the left is the bed. It's kind of a nightstand, a whole bunch of supplies, a shelf structure, and cooler. I made it. Toyotas come with a really nice little lip that goes around the edge. It makes it really easy. I got some what I consider to be kind of nice oak veneered 3/4 inch plywood that I stained and poly coated for kind of protection. What you'll kind of find here is that if you decide to do it this way, there's a kind of a trade-off between how wide you want your bed and how wide your cooler is, and this is sort of a negotiated thing. I think in this case, this pad's 25 inches wide. It's a 4-inch memory foam. It sleeps really well. Underneath the bed is all storage. I'll show you that here in a moment. I basically laid the 4x8 piece across here. I'll show you the hinge in a second, and then I cut out this area in the middle to kind of provide some sort of seating area. I've got a sort of like a nightstand set up over here. I can keep my glasses on the nose. There's a little pull-out drawer that's kind of got nightstandish type things. I got my vitamins down here. What's really nice is I've managed to include storage for 4 of these fairly large totes. This one's like vitamins. The one back there, which is right next to it, is electronics. I also have 2 larger the same size over here that are food related, and underneath this bed there's 4 more of those things, so there's 8 total of those bad boys. I also have in here, I got the Jackery, so when I plug into shore power, it immediately provides power to this power strip and charges this Jackery. With the Jackery I can run plugs. I have basically it runs all my little charging stuff, so I can charge my flashlight. It runs some kind of mood lighting in here. I have some sort of task lighting, which is nice. I've insulated the whole thing with this kind of space age pop bubble material. It seems pretty good. I do have, when I'm plugged into shore power, I have this little heater there. When I'm not, I have the ability to do diesel heater. That's probably a different video or something. I have a Ryobi air for circulation. I got a battery charger for that. There's like a 9-volt battery charger back there. One of the things you find is you spend just a lot of time hanging out in here and you're trying to figure out where to put hooks. So like I have this one hook is for like dirty laundry. I have that hook there is for trash. I got these, like I said, these other storage bins. What happens, I got a little ledge here. I put a lip on it, and that lip catches this edge and it fits between, you can see I've assembled these shelves using 1/2-inch threaded pipe and flanges, which seems to be a pretty good way to do it. And then it sits between the pipe. It doesn't slide this way. It's captured down here at the bottom. And then I use this bungee that I can just slide up to secure the top end of it. And that works really, really well. I got magnetic knife storage. I got 5 gallons of potable water. I got a camp stove and coffee beans and supplies there. I got a hole puncher. I got pots and plates. I got a paper towel and aluminum foil dispenser, some food supplies, jet boil down there. That's all my seasonings. Over here I got some extra battery charger. I got a nice speaker there, snot rags, water bottle. Hidden back in there is the piss jug, which is really nice on a very, very cold night. Let's see. That's kind of the interior section. I do have a lantern back here, which is nice for when I immediately kind of reach in here. It provides a good sort of area lighting, lets me see in the cooler. Now over here, this is kind of neat, and it came out of the limitations of the plywood, it being only 4 inches or 4 feet wide. It ended there, and I just put a piano hinge on there. I can secure this in an up position using a bungee down there, but underneath here, let me see if I can show you. I have a drawer. I didn't use any sliders because it took up space and I didn't seem to need it, but I fit 4 of these bins in here, and they got general supplies and everything kind of else that I need over here. This is a great place to kind of store my shoes. I find myself at night, you finish the day, you sit on the back edge of this truck and take your boots off and trade into your slippers. As you can see, this is falling down now, but I've got blackout plastic that I'm securing with magnets. I also created a little holder for a hatchet and a fire extinguisher that I had to bond to the frame. I used epoxy to do that, and that works fairly well. These little rugs are really nice. They're water resistant, so they don't take on any water when you spill ice from the cooler. Pretty much everything's been working really well. When I am on shore power, I can run that electric. When I'm not, like I said, I do have a diesel heater. I'll have to show you that setup separately at some point. But it sleeps well. It's tight, but I seem to have most everything I need. I have some other things kind of stored in the truck up there. I did, because of the extra weight I was carrying, I upgraded. I got some, I think you'll be able to see them here. Under the rear here, I added some rubber support assisting things that help with the extra load, and it seems to handle better with that. But on the outside, you don't really see anything. Because it is like a traveling internet installer job, I managed to get all my tools. These are the workman's tools. I got my power tools and the kind of extra supplies and the tool set down there. So like all that's there and ready and easy to get to. I also have, for the Jackery, I have 200-watt solar panels. I think ultimately what I'm going to do is, this is a phase neck situation, is I think I need a roof rack that has some ladders. Something I can lash the solar panels to, maybe store the diesel heater so it's not in my way. Just some basic stuff that goes on top that would kind of finish it off. And on the other side, I got my clothes storage system, which is effectively several different duffel bags. Kind of the way I've organized it is I have one bag that is full of pants. I have one bag that is full of warm things. One bag that is full of socks. One bag that is full of shirts. I got some towels. I got some outer kind of warm layer stuff that's just there to grab. And then I also have, there's one more bag. Actually, there's 2 more bags. There's a dirty laundry duffel that's down in there, and a kind of gym bag that is kind of, if you got to either go in and out of the gym or in and out of a shower or a good bathhouse or something like that, that allows you to take kind of like your change of clothes. Anyway, so far it's been working fairly well. I've been really inspired by seeing how a lot of other people set up their things, so I figure I'd just show mine. I'm really kind of pleased with how it turned out, and it's all basic kind of tools. I had a table saw and a drill and a couple of kind of handheld circular saws, and a little bit of time in stain, and it seemed to work out fairly well. I'm pretty pleased. Anyway, that's it. I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys find a way to stay comfortable out on the road. All right, take care. Bye.